Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muaz Saifing, and welcome to my relationship advice. This is a full disclaimer. I am not professional. I am not a professional, and I just here to share my opinion. So the title is going to be. This is title going to be. It's number 16, and it was "Do not be arrogant in your views." I'm sorry. So it's so funny, right? It's so funny things I have to say because when we when we marry to someone, supposedly we have to fall in love with them. That's the reason why we got married in the first place, because we want to take took a good care of them, and we want to be helpful for them. So whatever the problems that they are going to encounter, we are going to be there in needs if they need us. And sometimes we just try to be cheerful, and sometimes they're asking for advice. So we did what we could, right? We so the hardest part is if your ego have been interfered with the relationship. It's like you know something, and you want to preach your ideology, and it seems like a competition between you and your partners. You have to understand this. Your partners is not the same as your friends. I mean, go argue with your friends with a very nonsensical topic, because it's fun, because it's how you create your drama between your circle. You argue about each other, and then at the end of the day you laugh about it, and you laugh about when you remember things about it, right? But for your partners, should always pick a side of your partners, because you always want to be with them. I mean, you are going to sit together, you're going to eat together, and you're going to sleep together, of course, right? So the people that have arrogant in their heart is the people who are quite a very egotistical. And perhaps the problem of this, because it's of perhaps maybe you are a little bit angry earlier at the last argument, and now it was, and then it's about the second argument, and then the third argument, and the fourth argument, and again, and it seems like you feels like you need to fight for yourself. You need to show your partners who you really are, and then only then you are going to become arrogant in your views, and as if, yeah, you fight for the truth, as if. But you need to understand what kind of level of the mind that your partners have. Because sometimes if they can only think this high, you can always, talk to them in a way that they could understand it. And if you really understand what is really going on, it's going to be not beneficial for you to show how much you know about stuff, or how much you are right about certain stuff. But you know being arrogant is as if you know that you're wrong, but you still think that that was right, because that is how the way that you choose on life, on how it would be. And I get it that you make a decision, and you want people to appreciate it, you want people to admit that you can do that, because I mean, you think that you own your body, you own your stuff, everything, and you deserve to do whatever you want. Sometimes people, it's okay for them to pick up a glass or something, and put it on the floor, and now the glass break, just because the glass was belong to him, and the floor was belong to their house, so they can do what they want. So that's the problem with arrogance in a relationship, because if you feels like your own thing, and you even though it's not yours, you feels like it does belong to you, because we're living together, and you remember them to give it as a gift, and you're going to act like everything comes from you, and then it's going to get messy. But sometimes it's going to get worse. You know, sometimes it can go into to a divorce. But why do we do that such thing, right? Why do we get married only to separate in the near future? Sometimes it's not even a month. You know, we are married for 30 days and then you had enough. It's a sad life, but if that was the thing that need to be done, let's hopeful that there will a better future for both of them, right? But the point that I want to pinpoint about this particular issue was whatever the arrogant is, it always come from a continuous argument about again and again and again until someone have enough and someone tried and then you you only going to make yourself look you know like what do you call it? What do you call it? It's not a monarchy. I don't know that word's English. You being persuasive, you being aggressive, you being like as if like you want to try to prove something out of it, which is especially when we talk about a nonsensical topic. Um, so you have make a decision on how to proceed in your life, and you don't care about it even if it's wrong, right? So and the sad part was sometimes your partner is only trying to help, only trying to give you advice on how to do stuff normally on or how to do things that have beneficial to others, as at least to be benefits to both of you. So you really perhaps you really need to control your temper. You really need to really asking yourself the things that you really want the most, because the idea of not being mad is if everything was go good according to plan, then that should be it. So make a list of a 10 list that make you smile, and try to consider this. If you got five lists right and five things that you don't, I hope you can consider it to be a win situation, because what more can you ask? Because you want life to be simple, you want life to be relaxing, and you don't want to invite any more problems within your relationship, then it should not have a big deal. Because because first of all, let's just say that you can't win at them all, of course, obviously, unless you really trying to try for it. But then again, if you are really going to try for it, of course, it's not going to make you as arrogant as it is. So I think that's going to be the issue that you have been dealing with, perhaps. But I only going to say such a thing in the way that I can talk how. So you have only yourself to figure things out. Whatever things that I said is correct or not. And but I hope that you understand what the point that I was trying to say. And this it is what it is. It's so funny because I really like about this topic, and I really try to discover out the things that why make you feels like that and stuff. But I guess it will be on a different video. So there you go. This is Mike. Goodbye. I hope to see you again in another video. Bye.